Hello, 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 everybody. Let's do our sharing. Let's do our sharing and our caring. And then let's get into it. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to share in my usual places. If you're here, if you're seeing me, say hi, say hello. Let me know that you're here and you are with me on this Thursday night. Let me just share this out into my group. And boom, we're ready to go. If you're here, say hi. Let's see who's on. Hi, Astrid. Nice to see you again tonight. I love that you've been joining me all week. Tonight, we're here to talk about the 5 limiting beliefs that are keeping coaches from hitting their income goals. So this is a one that I know from being in industry for a while. This isn't me just whipping this up out of nowhere. This is actually legit beliefs and things that I've coached, that I've seen, that I see every day as I talk to clients, as they come on board, and as I work with new coaches and existing coaches. So these beliefs that I'm going to be talking about and sharing with you guys today, it's like legit things that are actually keeping coaches from hitting their income goals. So let me just hop over to my group, make sure that that is shared. Let me do a quick little refresh on this, and then I am going to hop into tonight's topic. Okay, cool. Looks like we're on. Okay, awesome. So I know I'm starting like a few seconds late, a few minutes late. So I'm just going to dive right in. Let me pull my notes up because that's how I roll. I like to dive right in and get to the goods. Okay, guys. So tonight, again, if you don't know who I am, if you've never watched one of my live streams before, if you're completely brand new to me, my name is Safia, a business coach and offer strategist, and I teach business owners how to generate bigger revenues and results in their businesses by creating their profitable signature programs and offers. So tonight we're talking about the 5 crippling beliefs that are keeping coaches from hitting their income goals. And I'm going to be between my notes and my live stream. So if I'm not responding to your comments right away, I will definitely get to them. But just let me pop up real quick. Good. You're not cooking tonight? No. Well, I almost finished cooking, so that's done. I'm not cooking with you guys tonight, but I am still cooking. I cook every night, which is kind of draining me. I feel like I need to like do leftovers more often, or like buy food more often or something. But no, tonight I'm not cooking with you. Okay, cool. So let's get into it. Belief number 1 that is stopping coaches from hitting their income goals is the belief that if I just do a really, really great job, and if I just like really become an amazing coach and I do a really great job, that people will eventually find me and they'll, tell their friends about me. And the sad case is, you guys, that is just not the truth. So I know that that's sort of a very common way of thinking, and it's something that a lot of business owners, coaches, consultants do a lot, which is like, oh, word of mouth, word of mouth, word of mouth. But actually, there was like a research study done, and you might have heard some version of this statistic before, but there was a research study done, and I have it pulled up here, so I want to make sure I'm reading it right. It says that it was a research study done on word of mouth as a form of marketing, and they found that if you have a bad experience with a business, right? So if the client or the customer actually has a bad experience with a business, then on average, that person will tell 12 people. And those 12 people will tell 6 other people. So again, it comes in some form of a statistic, but you might have heard that before. But, however, this research also found that if you have a good experience with a business, then on average, you'll just tell a couple of friends, and chances are those friends won't remember much, and they won't tell anyone else. And this is an actual legit research study that was done. If you're interested to know, I can definitely send you over the information on that. But the problem is that like those numbers are startling, right? Because we think that, oh, if I just show up and I coach and I do my best, then I'm going to hit those income goals and I'm going to get more clients. And in the one-off chance that does happen, I will tell you, in all my years of being in business, I mean, I have amazing testimonials and I've worked with amazing clients. So I know that they're getting the results. But most of my new clients and my new leads don't come from, sorry, somebody's calling me. Most of my new clients and my new leads don't come from referrals. I've probably had about, over the past 2 years, 3 years, I've probably had about 6 clients come in just from referrals, right? So if you're relying on just the referral part of things, or thinking that if I just coach, if I just do that, like people are going to start sharing word of mouth, it's a very passive strategy. And so I would invite you to like not just put all your eggs into that basket. Okay. So let me pop over. Let me see if there's any comments on that. Hey, Gia, how are you? Good to see you. I know, what a shame, right? That is some pretty amazing stats, right? Good. So good. I'm glad you've heard about that too. So have you guys used referrals as a form of lead generation, or a form of, or have you found that you've gotten lots of referrals from past clients? If that's happened, drop it in the comments, because I'm not saying that it's not likely. Like I said, I do get a fair share of referrals too, but it's a passive strategy, and it's not one that we should rely on completely. Okay, put those in the comments while I hop over back to my notes. Okay, crippling limiting belief number 2. Are you guys ready for it? Tell me if you're ready. Tell me if you're ready. Tell me if you're ready. Let me see who's ready for it. Hey, Pilar, nice to see you. Okay. Tell me if you're ready for belief number 2. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Come on. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Awesome. So, belief number 2 is, if I just spend time getting my name out there, posting on social media, working on getting really visible, then that's going to help me, hit my income goals. Sorry, not sorry. That's not entirely true either. And here is why. Yes, visibility is important, and I talk about it a lot. Visibility is important to help you build that brand awareness. But it's really just, especially guys, especially in the online space and in the social media space, it's really just adding to the noise of all the other people who are marketing to you, right? So getting your name out there is important, but it doesn't mean squat if your message doesn't resonate for your target market, if it's not resonating with your audience, and if your message isn't standing out from the crowd. If you're doing the same old, and you're just posting, or you're just trying to get and that's for online. Let's say you're doing offline things by like maybe doing some, promotional flyers, or, going out and networking and doing things like that. Just putting your name out there and getting visible is not enough to actually hit those income goals, because it's what you do with that. It's how you're really showing up, and how you're really standing out, and how you're really sort of like zigging when everybody else is zagging, right? And most importantly, it's making sure that whatever you're doing to put your name out there, it's actually resonating with your ideal audience. It's resonating with what your people want to hear. Because if you spend any time on Facebook, and if you're a coach, a consultant, a business owner, like myself, who, I do use social media a lot for my marketing, you know how overwhelming and how noisy this space has become, right? So the last thing you want to do is just think that, oh, I can just write posts. I can just put a cute picture up and write a really great epic post or a blog post or something and just put that out into the world. And then that's going to help me bring clients in. You've got to really be able to, one, create content that stands out, like I said, create content that resonates with the people, like I said, and most importantly, have a strategy for moving those people. And I've talked about this quite a few times, so you guys who watch me, you know, have a strategy for moving those people from reading your thing or seeing your ad or doing whatever it is that you're doing to get visible, and then moving those people into some sort of a sales conversation with you, right? So just getting your name out there ain't gonna cut it. Let me pop over and let me see any comments we've got coming in. Okay, I've had some referrals, but mainly had repeat clients. Yes, absolutely. Okay, cool. All right. Number 3. Okay, the next crippling belief is, and this is one that whoa, hold on. What happened to my notes? 1, 2, sorry. Okay. This is another one that I am pretty big on, okay? And this one is, if I do what all the other successful people are doing, like especially in like your niche in your industry, or if I just follow what they're doing, that it's going to work for me too. And you guys, that's not always the case, right? It might be working for them, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work for you, because what happens is, again, especially in this online space, if you are looking at how this person is launching, or the content that that person is putting out, or the ads that that one is running, or the, you know, offers that this one is doing, and you're constantly distracted and trying to follow everybody else's model and trying to copy that, you're not going to show up authentically, one, and you're going to be so busy hopping from strategy to strategy that you're never really going to be able to master any of them, right? And this is really important. I really want you to hear me when I say this, because there's a million different strategies out there we can use to generate clients, to build your business, to, you know, make money. There's so many different strategies. There's webinars, there's blogs, there's Pinterest, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's ads, there's so many different things that we can be doing. But if you're constantly looking at what everyone else is doing and you haven't taken the time to really understand what fits for you, what fits for your audience, and what fits for your business model, then you're just going to be running around like a chicken without a head on, right? Is that the saying? A chicken with its head cut off. Yeah, that's the saying. So the last thing you want to do is really just compare yourself to your competitors, because let's say somebody, so I'll give you an example. So I have quite a few clients that I'm working with right now. And I've got some who's crushing it in the online space, right? Because that's what works for their market. That's where they know that their audience is at. And then I've got others who's completely doing things offline and doing more speaking, doing more like in-person type events, right? And if those people who were, or if they had come to me and they'd said, I want to do that, or I want to like have that sort of like model, without us actually taking a look at, well, hold on a second, let's look at your strengths. Let's look at, first of all, where your people are at. Are your people online, or are your people on Facebook, or are your people on LinkedIn, right? Where are your people at? What are your strengths? If we didn't really take a look at how their skills are different and how their clients are different, and we had just sort of like said, all right, let's just do this webinar thing because that's what's working for everyone else, chances are it wouldn't have worked for them. In fact, I know it wouldn't have worked for them, right? So it's very, very important, and this is where I want you to like really hear me, for you to identify what your unique strengths are, what are your skills, and making sure that the strategies that you're using is right for you, your business model, and of course for your audience. Tell me if that makes sense, guys. Is that making sense? Thank you. That's what I thought. And I've never done that even when I was told to. Yes, exactly, Gia. Okay. So true. Good, good, good. All right. Let's see. What number was that? What number was that, guys? Was that number 3? I think that was number 3. All right. So we're on number 4. Okay. Number 4 is if I just hire a coach or if I just pay for ads, then the money will come in. Okay. All right. This is me. Coming from a business coach, all right? I know that my clients get results. I know that certain strategies work. I know there are certain systems and things that we can do to generate money, to get clients, to grow your business and all that good stuff. But it doesn't come down to me as the coach or anyone else as the coach if you hire them, or any other ads if you decide to invest in ads, right? That's just the sort of like the support. You are the foundation, right? You and your business, that's what it has to be built on, because I can give you the strategies. A coach can give you the strategies to go out there and generate leads. A coach can give you the strategies to go out there and, get clients and bring money into your business. But it comes down to you. It comes down to you as the individual to roll up your sleeves, to do the work, and to show up for your business and take the actions that your business needs in order for you to really be able to move that needle forward. So this is one that I know that there's a lot of people might buy this course or that course, and they might think, okay, this is the thing that I need. This is the silver bullet. This is the magic pill. That's the thing that I need. And that's what's going to make my business grow. And that's what's going to help me make the money. And then they never look at the course, or they've gone through the coaching, or they've gone through whatever, and they didn't get the results. Right? And then they think, oh, well, it didn't work for me, or courses didn't work, or that coach didn't work, or that thing didn't work. Well, there's two folds, right? You kind of really have to look at, well, one, again, was that thing the right thing for you, right? And did I do the work? Like, did I really do the work? That's why there's some people that really excel quickly, and there's others that don't. And there's nothing wrong with either or. I'm just saying that we can't just rely, and we can't just think that the results come from someone else. We cannot give our power to some other person. We've got to be able to step into our power. We've got to be able to say, all right, this is my business, making sure that the strategies that I'm taking, the people that I'm hiring, the investments that I'm making, all the things that I'm doing is going to support me towards my goal, and every day show up and take the actions that I need, and not just saying, okay, now I've paid for Facebook ads. Okay, so you've paid for Facebook ads, right? And you're running ads and people are coming into your funnel, but then it comes down to you, baby. You're the one, and now that they're in your funnel, you've got to be able to convert those people through your emails, through your offers, through your messaging, through your relationship building, right? So it comes down to you at the end of the day, okay? No matter, and if you're a coach, if you are a coach or a consultant and you have clients, I'm pretty darn sure that you believe that as well from the coach's perspective. Like, your clients will get results when your clients do the work. It will work when you work it, right? So let me pop back over. Let me see. I think this is where I'm at, figuring out my strengths and using it to frame my business model. Absolutely, Joanne. So I think that there's a lot of people, actually, I know that there's a lot of people out there that are just sort of going with all the shoulds. And I talk about this a lot, sort of like, okay, well, maybe I need to build a list, and maybe I need to like get the funnel in place and do the freebie, or start the blog or post on Pinterest or doing whatever. Well, hold on a second. Is that the thing that really aligns with my strengths? Because here's the thing. If you're doing something that doesn't feel authentic and doesn't align with your core values and your strengths, it's only a matter of time before you either stop doing it or you start doing it very, very sloppy, right? And when you do that, of course, that's going to take an impact on your business. Of course, that's going to show. Of course, that's going to not feel good to you. And when it doesn't feel good and doesn't feel right, you're not going to do it, right? So I think that's like one of the first places I would say start, is really honing in on that and really paying attention to that. Okay, yes, it's a twofold thing. And yes, it's up to the individual to do the work. Yes, absolutely. It's like buying a treadmill and exactly. It's like getting the gym membership and, oh, look, I've got the gym membership, and expecting the weight to just fall off, right? Exactly. Okay, number 5. This is the last one, and this is a big one. Okay, ready? Number 5, the fifth thing that is, the fifth, what is the title of this thing? The fifth crippling or limiting belief that is stopping coaches from hitting their income goals is, drum roll, is thinking that I am not good at sales, or I'm not a natural salesperson. Okay, newsflash, everybody. Nobody comes out of the womb a natural salesperson, okay? Nobody is born as a natural salesperson who's absolutely great at crushing sales and converting clients, okay? But for some reason, this is like a belief system that is sort of crept up in the coaching industry, where it's like, oh, but I don't feel good at selling, and I don't want to be salesy, and I don't like to sell, right? Well, the truth of the matter is, if you're looking at other people who are doing really, really well in sales, and their business is growing and they're hitting their income goals, first of all, know that they didn't start there, right? And also know that, yes, there are certain, characteristics and traits that certain people might be, better at. Like certain people might be more social or more outgoing, or, more, for lack of a better word, confident in themselves, right? That's totally fine. But Sales is something that is a learned experience. It's something that you learn through training, through experience, through trial and error, through doing it and getting no's, and then figuring out what you need to do to get the yes. So, it's a structured skill that involves you actually learning how to do that as well, right? And some people it comes more natural to. I totally agree with that. But you don't have to perfect the art of sales, and you don't have to become like the best salesperson ever to see success with it, or to become good at sales, or to be able to convert more people. Most of the times you can start to see, in fact, a lot of my clients who come to me who are like, oh my God, I suck at sales, I don't want to do this, I've never sold before. Like, honestly, with a few very strategic and systematic implementations and processes and things that we put into place, with some very simple structured sales processes, they're able to win clients over very easily. And then you just do that, and you continue to do it. And that's how you get better at it. You get better at sales by asking for the sale, by trying to sell, by getting a couple of no's, and continue going until you get the yeses. That's how you get better at sales. But stopping and thinking that I'm not good at sales, and I don't want to sales, I don't want to sell, or I'm going to avoid sales, or I'm just going to launch a course instead of having like a sales conversation or a discovery call, or I'm just going to do everything digital so I don't have to deal with sales. That's not going to help you get to your sales goals. So those were my 5. Let me pop over in the comments and let me see. Posting online is like the biggest chore to me. Yeah, and here's the thing, Joel-Ann. Posting what used to work like literally 6 months ago, it ain't working anymore. And if anybody is telling you to continue to do that, you're spinning your wheels, because posting online has really become, like, I keep saying this over and over, consumers are smarter now more than ever, right? You put something out online, people know when they're being sold to. And I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. No one likes to feel like they're being sold to, but everyone likes to buy, especially when it's something that they know they want or they need, right? So I think that if posting online doesn't feel good for you, then you've got to find a way to connect with your audience in a way that feels good for you. And if they are online, maybe it's not from posting, maybe it's from some other form of connecting with them. Maybe it's from videos, maybe however you do it, but figuring out where your people are at, figuring out what feels good for you, and then creating and deciding and identifying what is the strategy to help you do the thing that feels good for you and connect with your people wherever they're at, right? And that's when your business becomes easier, and that's when it feels a lot more fun. Okay, Gia says, I'm not confident with writing sales copy. So sales copy is a learned thing, right? That's why copywriters make a crap ton of money, right? Because sales, it's not, and we're not naturally born to speak in that marketing-y sales way. We don't sit down and write naturally with sales in mind. That's just not, it's not how we're taught in school, you know? And so writing sales copy is something that is learned, but it's something that with the right support and having the right systems and the right sort of strategies in place, it's something that once you've done it once or twice, you can replicate the process over and over and over, right? And then if you're one of those people, I do also want to say, if you're one of those people that have realized, okay, I've tried my hand at writing sales copy, I know kind of how to do it, I have like the framework of how to do it, but I just don't want to do it, then find a way to figure out how you can outsource or you can get support maybe from somebody who does know how. And, you know, I would say do that for like big projects. Like if you're offering something at a higher price tag, or you're launching something and you're putting together a sales page, then I would say you might, if you know that that's not your strength, then that might be a worthwhile investment. But if it's something that you know you can just kind of muster through, but you can figure it out and you can get it done, then for smaller type things, I would definitely say, you know, just do what you can. All right, let me pop into the comments real quick here and let me see if I missed anything. I think there's some inside the group. Hold on. I recently joined Toastmasters to improve my speaking ability. Awesome, that's really great. How do you like it? I know a lot of coaches and a lot of people who do Toastmasters for that exact reason. Even though I'm not a great speaker, getting in front of oh my God, I love that. It gives me life. Me too. Like I love public speaking. I love, it just lights me up. I'm in my element when I'm teaching in front of a room and when I'm up there. And I think that's really important to pay attention to. Like follow that, right? Follow that. And you said, even though I'm not a great public, do it a couple of times. And I guarantee you the third time you do it is going to be a lot better than the first, right? And then the fifth time you do it is going to be a lot better than the third. It's just like everything else. It just takes a little bit of practice. Okay. Let me see if I missed any other comments. Okay, cool. All right, you guys, that was my 5 things for, hey, Jessica, how are you? Haven't seen you in a minute, girl. And Sarah, how are you? Okay, those were my 5 things. If you guys have anything you want to add, if there's any sort of maybe a belief that you know is keeping you back that I didn't mention today, go ahead, pop them in the comments. I'd love to cover it. Maybe it's something that I missed as well. So, or if any of this resonates with you, or you have any comments or anything you want to add to it, go ahead and leave them in the comments and I will definitely go back and answer them. Let me see, I have another one. I have, and even though I was nervous, and as I'm guessing you said get out of that. Okay, I'm butchering your words completely. I cannot read. Let's start that over. I have, and even though I was nervous, as I'm going to assume that was hell, get out. That is how I figured out I loved it. Yes, exactly. In all of that, that's how you figured out. Exactly. So it's like, you know, it's new. So obviously, like anything that's new for the first time, it's going to feel hard. It's going to be scary. It's going to be like, or like all the feels are going to come up because it's new, right? But again, just keep going at it and it'll get better. Okay. Jessica says, hello. I love public speaking. I just need to find my offline audience. You did great, girl. Awesome. All right, you guys, that is all for today. I hear my kids screaming their heads off out there, so I got to get to them. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is my last of my lives for this week. And let me see, what's my topic? Okay, my topic for tomorrow is boosting your sales in 3 easy but often overlooked steps. So I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 6 p.m. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. If anything comes up and you're watching the replay, pop it in the comments and I will go back and I will get to all of your comments or any questions you might have. All right, good night, guys. Oh, I have one more. I do love speaking, so I will join Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a great option. And I don't know like the structure of it, but I do know a lot of people do join. All right, bye guys. See you tomorrow.